Yes, ladies and gentle bitches, welcome back to the channel. We got part 68 of the career mode for you. The videos are just coming thick and fast, like we're just getting so close to 100. And what I just want to say before Arnautovic, well, it's going to be after Arnautovic finishes like a beast, like a true god. From that chance, that finish was beautiful, like off the crossbar and then just right into the crevice of the side of the net. Like, it's just unbelievably beautiful. Like, what can I say? It's just beautiful. Arnautovic just keeps scoring, Mahrez keeps scoring, Jovetic keeps scoring. But I want to say, like, this episode, I'm just going to throw out there, it has a lot of goals. Like, yeah, let's leave it there. It has a lot of goals. And let's continue with this game against Sunderland, which we're playing. Jermaine Lon, I always forget his name. Is his name Jermaine or is it Jeremy? Like, both of them seem right. I think it's Jermaine though, with a French accent. So it's Germain Lens. That's how you say it in French. Like, it's probably not, but whatever. And then Sunderland trying to get their way back into the game. 20 minutes in, they're creating a few chances. Prayer playing it into Bridcut, I believe it was, with a nice long range strike, and Adam Gibbons, you see right there, with a beautiful save, actually tipping it onto the bar. And only 3 minutes later, Charis Mavrias has the ball here, plays it into Bridcut again, I believe, who forces another good save out of Gibbons. And for some reason they want to show Dennis Prayer again, like he's taking all these shots. He ain't doing it. Why do they keep showing him? But Sunderland are just piling pressure on us. Like, we've scored the goal, but they've had all the chances, and they do deserve to be level at this point. And they play it out wide to Van Aanholt, who plays it inside, and then he plays it inside. And Lens is the guy who does actually get them the equaliser. He was the guy who they signalled out at the beginning of the game as their player to watch, and he was the one who was creating a lot of the chances for them in the box. But then again, what I want to say is, like, again, like, I have to complain about the defending. Like, why is he completely unmarked in the middle of the 6-yard area? Like, that is unforgivable. That's just retarded. In the 6-yard box though, and you're completely unmarked. Where's my centre backs at? I mean, I ain't gonna complain though, but look at this. Brilliant defending right there. Second half has started and we're all over Sunderland this time. It's the other way around. Cleared off the line there after Lamela does some beautiful work. Arnautovic with some great dribbling. He forces the shot up. Vito Manone with a relatively easy save. 74 minutes this time. Jovetic with the ball. Plays it into Son. Look at that touch. Can he get it into the bleed? But he can't find the back of the net because Manone holds it well. Now Mahrez finding his way into the box. Dribbling in and out. It falls to Arnautovic. He cuts out wide and he just smashes it into the side and in there. Son probably calling for the ball, saying he could have got it. Schlupp now, 90 minutes on the clock. Arnautovic finds his way inside and he forces a save out of Manone. He just won't let the ball go past him now. And we dropped points against Sunderland, which is annoying because we've been routing teams this season. And Sunderland, that was definitely at least one of the hardest games I've played this season. It might have been the hardest game we've played this season, especially the first half. They were just creating chance after chance. And Gibbons, he kept us in the game, man. Like, we could have been 3-1, even 4-1 down in the first half. But we wasn't. So say something. What you got to say? We wasn't, innit? Deal with it. Now we're into training. We had a little break. I can't actually even remember why, but we got some good training in. Schlupp doing quite well. Also Clark doing quite well in that one. Now we're into a game against Manchester United. The second of 3 games in this episode where we're playing the Red Devils. A tale of 2 teams. Now look at this. We've scored 22 goals, the best in the Premier League. 22 goals already. Man United have scored 5. And I do not that's just terrible. 5 goals, that's the worst in the Premier League. Now we're starting out, it's not really hard to guess who we're going to play in terms of attacking and midfield. But in defence, Florian Parker, who you usually see play as a right back, I gave him a run out in centre back in this game. And you look at Man United's team and you can't see why they've only scored 5 goals. But during the game, I kind of did see, like, some of their attacking was quite poor in some parts of this game. But we started off with some chances. Lamela there, forcing a good save out of Victor Valdez, who was actually quite good in this game. They usually play him over De Gea. Sometimes they play De Gea, and De Gea is like a beast whenever I play against him. But I was kind of happy when I saw Valdez in the goal. Couldn't save that one, however. Fabian Schär getting his head on the delivery, and Schär is like he's like Jovetic. How Jovetic finishes chances, Schär is like that in the air. Like, he's got beast jumping skills. He's got, I think his heading accuracy is in the 90s. He has the aerial threat specialist. He's just a beast. Like, you can't deal with him. But another corner in this game. This time it was Jedvaj getting up in the air and cleared off the line again. And now it's just bouncing around. It comes out 18 minutes in. Lamela playing it into Mahrez. He's getting the shot off. Valdez saves it again. And like I was saying, Valdez done pretty well considering I was kind of happy when I saw him in the goal. So, like, hey, like, what can you say? He makes another save right there, denying Jovetic. We had quite a few corners in this game. I'm not going to lie to you, because Valdez was making some good saves, punching them out wide, and we just had to keep delivering in the box. He kept punching out. He didn't punch out this one. Again, I think that was Jedvaj getting his head on it, cleared off the line. So Jedvaj, they just won't let him score. How is this still 1-0? I don't know. And it's only the 28th minute. We play it into Mahrez this time, and no longer is it 1-0. Now it's 2-0. Mahrez gets his name on the score sheet again, and he is on fire this season, just like everyone else in the starting lineup. Like, those 3 players up front, they can't get taken out of the first team, like, unless they're completely tired, which I think is the key to them scoring a lot more goals. You saw me training Arnautovic's stamina. I did train a bit of Jovetic's stamina in the off-season, which you didn't see. And that difference means they can play a lot more minutes and play a lot more games. And it's just, you're seeing the upside to it. As Daley Blind there, getting one of Man United's shots off on goal. It was a decent attempt, but it kind of just ended up floating over the bar. 2-0 up. Man United trying to get themselves back into the game, but we are on the attack again. Lamela plays up into Arnautovic. Left foot strike. Valdez makes another good save. At this point, we could be 5-0, maybe even 6-0 up already. 40 minutes in. Matuidi in with a challenge. Van Ginkel into Mahrez. He had Holtby overlapping, as I didn't realise until I was editing. But Mahrez went on his own. When you dribble on this game, like, you tend to just really concentrate. So I didn't see Holtby overlapping, like, especially when you're trying to get dribbling perfectly right and skip around challenges. But Arnautovic is through now, and he made no mistake. Marco Arnautovic doing a little bit of a wing swap with Mahrez, finding his way on the right side, and that paid off much better than him trying to left foot shot across goal. He's got a really good left foot. However, his right foot is obviously better. Lamela just slid it into Arnautovic. And where's the marking? Like, the thing is with this team, I do have this team set up very attacking now, which is why we score so many goals, which is why we get so many players open. But a lot of the time, it really does pay defensively, because we do get caught a lot defensively with players forward, just space in the middle. 55 minutes in, and Jovetic in the second half gets the first goal there. Now we are 4-0 up against Manchester United with only 55 minutes played. It was Mahrez this time sliding it into Jovetic. These guys, they just work so well together. Mahrez finding his way, and it's the way they interchange with each other. Like, Mahrez just free roll, just finding his way into the middle of the pitch, finding Jovetic, and Jovetic is never going to miss that, no matter how good Valdez is playing in this game. Jovetic, a nice little calm side foot in there. And look at this. Like, this is how bad Man United were playing. They couldn't even get their free kicks right. Luckily, they found a way to get it to Schneiderlin, I think it was, who shot straight into Gibbons' hands. But that free kick was perfect. Like, they rolled it straight to Schlupp, who got it on the edge of the box right here. Has a chance to shoot from range. And that one just ended up hitting the back post. Not a bad attempt, though, but from Jeffrey Schlupp. We're just popping shots off at Man United. Holtby this time into Jovetic, who gets the shot off. And tell me that right there doesn't deserve to go in the goal of the season competition. Maybe I'm like being biased, but that goal was beautiful. Like, in off the post, first time finish, stretching through it, and the accuracy was just second to none. Like, Holtby slid a beautiful through ball in. Holtby just can't stop assisting this season, to be honest. And look at that, the way it clips the inside of the post. Look at the finish. Like, that's lovely. Maybe not goal of the season candidate, to be honest, but look at that from that angle. That is a beautiful finish from the Stevan, the man that can. 5 corners, as you can see in this one now. This one's cleared out. It finds Schlupp again, who just missed a long range shot. And Jeffrey Schlupp, that is just ridiculous. That is a violation to every Man United fan in the stadium. He's just hit that from range. And when as soon as that shot left his foot, I was thinking, raw, that shot was a lot faster than usual. Like, and Schlupp doesn't even have good shot power. Like, I was so baffled. Like, and the way it just smacked the crossbar and just went in. Oh my god. So 6-0 against Manchester United. Now in the 87th minute, we can make it 7. Mahrez was about to find the back of the net, and Smalling, look at the replay. Smalling just put his life on the line to make sure it wasn't 7. Like, but in the way, and it should have been 7 by that point. We didn't get it though. The ball's crossed in. and a header right there. I think that was Jovetic, cleared off the line. How many times have we had the ball cleared off the line in this game? 90 minutes in, again trying to make it 7. Beautiful pass into Mahrez, dribbling around inside the box, crowded out, just close control dribbling, and Mahrez on his right foot this time makes it 7-0 to Leicester City. That is unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable. This goal was actually beautiful. Look at that pass from Van Ginkel into the space, and Mahrez here, close control dribbling, done it in the end, because there was so many Man United shirts around him and he could have just been dispossessed, but he got it done, dribbled around in the box, was patient, and in the end found the space towards the back of the net. And I don't even know, like, we're seeing some stats on the screen there, and like this game we won it 7-0 against Manchester United, and I'm still sitting here thinking we could have won that easily by so much more. Like, that could have been easily 11-12-0, because we had, what, 3 headers cleared off the line in that game. Smalling getting in the way of Mahrez's shot, and then just some brilliant saves from Valdez. Like, I don't know. But moving on from that into some other news, we have accepted a national role for an international team. Now, I mentioned that there was only really 2 teams that I would want to manage, Germany and France, and we did get an offer in the end from Germany, so we took it. We've got the Euros at the end of this season, and obviously 2022 we have the World Cup, which I'm going to try and stay with Germany for, so we'll try and do that. And I've looked at Germany's team. Their team is just beast. Like, there's so many players in that team who can't even get into it. Like, well, you'll see when I select my team, but for example, Bellarabi, 84 overall. Well, you've seen his pace and all that stuff, and he can't. There's just not enough space to fit him in. And to be honest, Bellarabi isn't really my type of player. You may notice that I don't really use that many players with pace. Like, first of all, it's a little bit boring because it does make the game a bit too easy to just play a through ball, Bellarabi sprint past everyone, and then it's easier in behind. You either pass across goal or whatever. But along with that, I just tend to like players who are more technical rather than physical, to be honest. Players like Arnautovic. Like, I love using Arnautovic and Mahrez. Jovetic is another one. But you'll notice that, like, in my starting 11, I really have no one who, other than Jeffrey Schlupp, who is just a beast physically, fast, strong. Other than Schlupp, I have no one who's fast. Like, Lamela isn't fast. Holtby isn't fast. Van Ginkel's not fast, Jovetic isn't fast, Mahrez isn't fast, Arnautovic isn't fast, my right back's not even fast, whoever I play at right back. Shah is quite fast for a defender, but then, yeah, like I said, I don't use fast players, but I still batter teams, you know. I'm just a beast, I guess. And it's not even that they're just not fast, like, they're really kind of slow, a lot of them. But Mahrez, look at this for a pass, splitting the defence open to someone who is fast, Heung-min Son, who did get a start in this game, and that's where you see his 5-star weak foot come into play, man. That's a beautiful finish. Like, a lot of the time, you won't feel confident if you got a player on their left foot, especially when they're heavily pressured like that. Like, he had a defender all over him. Look at the close control. But a lot of the time, you see players try and Ronaldo chop inside, or just fake shot inside, or turn around completely. I ain't got to do that, man. I got a player with 5-star weak foot. It's such a blessing to have on your team. Left foot right into the bottom corner. Heung-min Son has just had a beautiful start to his Leicester City career mode, albeit off the bench for a lot of the games. But we are back in the lead, 2-1. Zenit getting a decent chance on goal there. Into the second half now. Sung playing it into Holtby. Look at that for a first touch. Holtby hasn't scored in quite a while, and he still won't score in this game as he's denied by the keeper. Zenit now into Shmonikov, passing it across, and Javi Garcia is denied by Adam Gibbons, who's really starting to make a lot more saves. He's trying to get a few more clean sheets under his belt. He's looking really good, Gibbons. I'm not going to lie. He's about 70 plus overall now at a very young age, I believe. So he's looking good. Zenit, however, getting a few chances under their belt, stringing them together, trying to get back into the game. Son, though, cutting inside. Look at that, tearing the defender apart, playing it in. And Jovetic is the man who puts this game to bed, I guess, almost. 63 minutes, like, you'd think 3-1 is putting the game to bed, but on FIFA, like, they can always, when they start throwing players forward and they start scripting, like, towards the end of the game, scripting always comes into play. Your passing starts fucking up. They can always get back into the game, as you've seen, like, in previous games, Champions League matches especially, where I've thrown away results. 70 minutes in, are we going to do it this time? That's a decent shot. Unrealistic, albeit, but decent. Now, Zenit putting it into the box again. going up in the air, decent volley, and Gibbons is there again to hold it. So Zenit really pressing, but 90 minutes in, can we kill the game off? Son now picks up the ball, skips around one, takes another touch, goes past another, cuts inside, goes past another, onto his right foot, and that is a ruthless finish from Heung-min Son. 4-1, 90 minutes, 4 minutes added time. That's the game done. Look at it. Skips past one, takes that touch past another, runs past that one, cuts inside past that one. The right foot finish is just nasty from the South Korean. He's enjoying a beautiful start to his career. Really hope he can keep it up. Maybe once he gets into the 80 overall mark, he can start pressing Mahrez for his position in the starting lineup. But I'm just saying, like, as long as Mahrez keeps scoring the way he's scoring, ain't no one gonna take his position. Let's just leave it like that. But that's the final game of the episode. Heung-min Son, man of the match for that one. We've scored a bag full of goals in this game. Could have scored another bag full of goals. But I'm gonna leave you with the table and the top scorers as well, I believe. The table, 2 points clear of Newcastle United, who are second. I'm guessing they're going to fall off a bit. So we're looking at Manchester City and probably Spurs to mount a title challenge this season. So look at the goal score though. 29 goals in 9 games. That's unbelievable, Jeff. It's crazy. Like, I don't even understand how we do such a thing. But just look at the lineup. And then look at the goal scorers. That's how we do it. 3 players in the top 4 goal scorers for the season. Arnautovic, Jovetic, Mahrez on 8, 7 and 7. It's just beautiful. What else do you want me to say? Have you seen that before? 3 players in the top 4? Tell me where. Tell me the YouTuber's name. I want to see it. Oh, yeah. So you was lying. You ain't seen it before. You ain't seen nothing like this before. That's unbelievable, Jeff. I'm going to leave you with this and you can just look at it for a bit. But if you enjoyed this episode, let me know. Tell me. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white vans.